Hey, welcome back to yet another episode, the third episode of my NHL Redesign series. I'm very excited about this one because they are so unique. At least one team of them is so unique to anything they've ever used and anything they probably will ever use. But I'm very excited. Today is Calgary and Carolina. So we're going to hop right in. I'm going to try and make my intros as short as possible now because I've only done 3 episodes of these, and honestly, I go on for quite a while now. But as you can see here, we are now back in our picture-in-picture. We're looking at the Calgary Flames, and you might be saying to yourself, "What the hell is that? That looks like a roller hockey or like a junior hockey league jersey." And you could be right. You could think that. I love it. I honestly think it's so unique, so different to anything, so bold to anything they'd actually be considering using. So we're here looking at the Calgary Flames in red with a white C, with white and yellow flames coming up the arms, coming up the bottom, with that white Atlanta Flames symbol right there that they use. And I decided to keep the flags on the shoulders. I think that's a very nice look, very classic look, and very Calgary, very important staple to keep when redesigning their jersey is keeping some elements like the Atlanta Flames logo and the flags on the shoulders. But yeah, so we'll move into the home. As you can see, the red stands out. It is so bold, so nice, so clean, and then it's basically empty after the Flames. It moves up. There's things filling in space to make it so it's just not just a red thing. The numbers, the A, the flags. As you can see, of course, my mouse is bothering me. There we go. So as you can see, yeah, the white C outlined in gold mirrors the white flames being engulfed by the yellow flames. The numbers and the A, again, very symbolic of that as well, with the white and the gold. The red bit of the collar at the start taken up by the yellow. The flags, again. The red is actually recolored there to be the same red as the jersey rather than the bolder red that they actually use. They use the real Canadian flag red. I just modified it a little bit. I also outlined them in a gold trim because I thought that was nice. Very clean jersey. I very much appreciate the design that went into this. And of course, I kept it the same for the away jersey. The away actually has, I find the C, the A, and the number stand out a little more. That red pops on that white. Again, this is basically identical. What was the white flame is now yellow. What was the yellow is now red. The red C with the gold outline was kind of the intention. The red Atlanta Flames logo with the red numbers. That is, I think, amazing. I think the red, gold, and yellow fit Calgary so well. The flag stayed the same. The collar stayed the same. Especially just all around the whole collar, it stayed the same. I wanted this to be a very clean, replication, I guess, of the home jersey that they would wear on the road. I did this for a few teams where the home and away are identical, and some and they're just color swapped. But I actually do prefer when the away jersey looks different, as you'll tell. But yeah, with this jersey, very clean, very, very sleek, I find, and the Flames are so bold that you won't see them actually do it, but I thought it would be a nice little, nice thing to do here. Moving on to the alternate, as you can see here, I went almost 1-to-1 with a jersey they wore in their past. I forget the horse's name, forgive me, but it's the horse head logo with this almost identical striping. They're a little higher up and a little thicker stripes. I actually like it. It looks very clean. The logo itself is expanded, quite large, and recolored in some areas. I believe there was some white I removed. As you can see, the A and the numbers stand out. They're actually the exact same colors that I used on the away, the red with the gold outline. It just stands out a lot more, like a lot more on the alternate here. The flag stayed, which is very nice. I think they should keep that throughout. And then, as you can see, the split collar there. Instead of one color, it is split into two. So the red and yellow go around. I think that is maybe the nicest thing on this jersey is that collar, that logo, and those stripes. It all fits together. It all compiles to be one piece, and it is a very, very nice jersey. And moving on to Carolina, as you can see, some things change, some remain the same, and some change slightly. So we're going to move right into the home jersey here. As you can see, I went with burgundy as the main color, just because I thought that it would stand out a lot more from the other teams, because only other one team uses burgundy, and then no one uses, like, it's such a color that isn't used, and I thought it would help the hurricane flag stand out, and I think it has. So as you can see there, I used their alternate patch on the shoulders, facing different ways. It's kind of similar to this one where there's the fins. I'm going to call them the fins. I don't even know what you've heard of them as. Go towards the back, so I kept that with the arrow and the flag pointing towards the back. Kind of gives an essence of speed if you're skating, I guess. I didn't really think about it. I just thought big triangle, point towards back. The collar is that hurricane flag along with the arms and across the waist. And across the waist you can see that it has a pattern to it rather than just being straight or just being a curved line. They don't really quite line up. As you can see, the bottom of this one and the top of this one are asymmetrical, but I think as a jersey concept it fits. I saw this really cool C thing logo for the Hurricanes. I don't know if it's official. I found it on Google forever ago. I've had it in a folder of the Carolina Hurricanes logos, and I decided I'd use it. I don't know if it's the one where they spell Canes down the jersey. I didn't know if it was that or not, but I think why not use that as the captain's C. And then, so just the red pops a lot more on the burgundy, the black, and the silver there. Very clean, nice looking jersey for the Carolina Hurricanes. The away, as you can see, is very, how do we say, safe in terms of a jersey for them. It is very, very similar to, I believe, their current one. Rather than saying Canes, I used that double flag. And then I went with the burgundy on the bottom of the forearm, and then inside that stripe I used silver to accent the boldness of that red. Again, I kept that C there, and the collar is the same. On the shoulders, I replaced the triangle patch, or the flag patch, with the actual hurricane flag, or Hurricanes logo. Not much to say about this. I know this logo actually is panned by a lot of designers. They don't really like it. A lot of fans don't like it as well. I actually think it's really nice. So I used it here rather than just put the normal crest or the word Canes diagonally, because I'm not a huge fan of the word mark like that. The collar stayed the same. I got a silver back instead of a black back, so it stands out a little more on the white. Again, across the bottom there, as you can see right here, silver backed line. Again, it just helps the red pop a little bit more than on the white jersey. Not much really to say about this one. It is a very nice jersey. Very safe, though, if you ask me. But the alternate, here we move more into what people would consider bold out there, and actually throw that out because, no, it's not. As you know, they currently use the Hartford Whalers. They use the classic green Hartford Whalers. That's what everyone thinks of when they see the Hartford Whalers logo. They think of that green jersey with the white stripes. Of course, I can't just replicate that. I wanted to change it up just enough. So, in fact, I went with their last jersey. This is the jersey style they wore in their last season or seasons. I can't remember which. I know for sure it was the last season. If you ask me, it's very Vancouver looking. You could just swap out the Hartford Whalers logo and put the Orca, and it would look very Vancouver. But again, this is the Hurricanes. You could put the little Canes in there. I didn't put anything in the back of the collars this time around, just because I didn't feel like having to work around it. I will in probably future redesigns, but in this one I didn't. So yeah, as you can see, navy blue with that silver and that green, and there's some white. Sorry, I just had a hair. So yeah, very, very nice jersey for the Vancouver Canucks, but it's a Hartford Whalers jersey. I believe it's almost 1-to-1, if not very, very similar to the last jersey they wore before they moved. I like it. I think it's very clean, very nice, very simple. I excluded any actual markings of the Hurricanes, just so that it was the Hartford Whalers. I don't believe there were shoulder patches on the design I was inspired from. And then, of course, that collar half split just includes all the colors up there on the collar. I really like this jersey. I think they could actually use it, and it would be very different than the Hartford Whalers that they use now. This could be like, I don't know, because the Whalers are never coming back, so the Canes pretty much are always going to be able to use these logos and these colors. for alternates. So yeah, that's about it for these. We'll see. So thank you for tuning in to this episode 3. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and stick with me till the end, because you're gonna like. I think you're gonna like the entire series and the bonus episodes there at the end. So tune in next time for Chicago and Colorado. I really enjoy these jerseys. I think they're very clean, very classic, very deserving of the teams I've given them to. But I'm not entirely sold on some aspects of them, as I brought up. But I think they're overall very, very nice. And of course, I'm going to be biased to my own designs. I spent a lot of time working on these. But I also am going to be very harsh on myself when I don't like something. As you saw in the Anaheim episode, I literally told myself to throw it in the trash. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. Tune in next time for Chicago, Colorado, and have a great day.